Hello, Flosstube. Elizabeth Martinez, phantastitches here. Um, this is my Flosstube update. Excuse me, I don't have the number right here. Hang on. 363. I'm not as ready as I thought I was. I'm just gonna do a real quickie little, hopefully, possibly, quickie little update. Um, just because this is the weekend of the Jingle Ball, and I went to one of the stitching rooms last night, and um, so this morning I had a finishing class at 10 o'clock. So I didn't do anything. I didn't go to the do anything in the Jingle Ball before that because I had to sleep and various things. So, so I went at 10. It was a great class with Jeannine McGowan of the Blue Flower. It was the little her festive forest little design like this, and it's funny. We were kind of talking in the class about what would you call that shape, and one young woman said her husband called it a hexadahedron, I guess. And I just said in the chat, said it looks like a muffin, and so everybody started calling it muffin, which is kind of fun. Um, so it is that kind of muffin shape. It's basically like I said before, it's kind of like a biscornu in that, you stitch the whole design with all the little points, and you do a back stitching line around the points and around the at least on the sides, if not also the bottom, and then you stitch it together like you using that back stitch line like you would a biscornu or whatever. So anyway, and then you bring the points together on the top, and then you can put a little embellishment or whatever on the top to finish it. Like she used these little berries, little wired berries up here on the top. But anyway, it was a really fun design, and her class was just really well done. So I did work on that a little more. Um, I had done just the flowers and this part of the outside, so I didn't stitch any more of the little frame part. I just got the one point done a few weeks ago. But so last night I added in. I just was beginning to do this big rabbit here, and I did some of the pine tree parts here. But so I did that last night while I was chatting with people in one of the stitching rooms at the Jingle Ball. But before that, earlier this week, I finished the December Rabbit Rabbit. So I'm very happy to say all the rabbits are done. They're not all FFO'd yet, of course, but all the rabbits stitching is done. So this is December. Let me see if I, yeah. So I found that the first one that I did, which was this corner uh, holly berry thing, is wrong. If you look right here, the green leaves of this, or greenery, go right up against those berries, and they're not supposed to be. It's supposed to be like this, with a little gap in between them. But um, it looks like to me like I did this, and then in calculating where the bunnies go, I miscounted like this little thing right here, and so the bunnies and like going around it, all of this stuff is correct, and it's just this one uh, leaf and berries that is incorrect. So because all the rest of these I counted off of the bunnies. So it's all correct, and you really can't, you can't. There's nothing really glaring about it. Um, maybe when I FFO it, you'll be able to see better that there's a mistake there. But like I said, at first glance, from at arm's length, riding by on a horse, you would never be able to tell the difference. But so, yes, so this project is, except for being FFO'd, the project itself is done. And I have right here, I want to say, I've got the rest of the, most of the rest of the bunny, the bunny patterns. So January, February, and March, I had finished previously. And let's see, hold on one second. I need to take all of these. I have like a little corner thread marking them so that, so I keep them like right side up so I don't make because they're all, the four repeated areas, I don't want to make them, get them mixed up and put the stitches in wrong or whatever. So I had put a corner thread on most of them to, so I keep them upright, So, let me see if I've got these in the right order now. Sorry. Oopsie. Okay, so I'm missing, looks like I don't have in this envelope that in this project thing. Looks like oh no, there it is, okay. Okay, so I don't have the April and May ones. I might put them somewhere else. So I've done, like I said, I've FFO'd January, February, and March. April and May I have finished at some point. And so here, for the ones I was working on, I got the cards right, but I don't have the stitching in the right order. Sorry, hang on one second. Okay, so this is June. Those little chocolate bunnies, and if you could look, so you can see like a little flower in each bunny, and then there's a sort of heart motif there, and that's this one here. And then July is this one here. And that is this here. I think that's the only one on this fabric. Yeah. And then August. This one gave me a lot of trouble because the chart is hard to see. The symbol used for this white is just a single dot, like, I'm going to show you just a little bit of the pattern. So this little, you can see the little dots right there. So when you first glance at it from a distance, you can't really even see that there's something on there. So it was hard to see. So I kept making mistakes because it's so hard to see that, to make sure I was in the right place. But anyway, so this is August. So fortunately, I did it on this blue fabric so you can really see the bunnies a lot better than you can like on this model. But so yeah, there's August. And I think that's the only one on that piece of fabric, yeah. And then September, this one with the chocolate colored bunnies with the little flowers. And that's this one here. This is the same piece of fabric as one of the other ones. But so that's September. And then October is this one. And this one has like a kind of a reddish brown bunny and a sort of darker brown bunny. And I changed it to a white bunny because I wanted to use this fabric, and the light brown bunny didn't show up well on here, so I should probably goes this way. So I changed it to a white bunny and then the dark brown bunny. So this is October. And then this is November. So white rabbits, and looks like carrots buried in the soil, I guess is what that is a picture of. And so this is November. And this is one of the other ones. I don't know what month. This must be either April or May. Because this one I don't have the little design for. So this is April or May. I want to say April, but I'm not positive. And I don't have the pattern here for some reason. I don't know. But then this is December. And this is the one I just finished and that I showed you. This is the one I just showed you. Yeah. So they're all done now. Hooray, hooray. And they're all done on 32 count Murano Carré in all the different colors that Hobby Lobby used to carry. I keep harping on that, but it's aggravating to me that, you know, that those don't exist. They don't carry them anymore. It was nice because it was, you know, their artiste brand, and so it was really inexpensive and really nice. You know, the colors were nice. It's a nice 32 count. The fabric itself is nice. Yeah, so it's a shame that they don't carry them anymore. But anyway, so those are all on 32 count Murano Carré in Gloriana silks, the call for Gloriana silks. One thread over two squares. Or two threads, I should say. But yeah, so now the only thing is like I think with my FFO plans for those, the first three that I did, I think all have like cording, you know, that I made. So I have to go through and pick some DMC colors for cording that, you know, that go with those rabbits. And so that's a big FFO project that, of course, will wait until we sell the house. And on a good note, keep your fingers crossed, prayers if you will. It looks like we had a showing. We had two showings actually on Thursday, and one of the people who looked at it apparently wants to buy the house, and so he's, you know, crunching numbers and seeing what he could afford or whatever, and so we may have a buyer for the house. Hopefully, just please God, I want, you know, hoping this works out, you know, for everybody, for us, for him, for, you know. I still don't know when I'll, you know, if it all goes through, I still don't know when I'm going to get, you know, be able to get things out of storage and get, you know, everything back to normal. But yeah. So yeah. Anyway, so that's the rabbit project. And so right now, because of the Jingle Ball, I haven't started on any of my other WIPGO things. Hopefully that'll be happening soon. And and so I'll be do a more of a full-fledged update maybe as of next Saturday. I just wanted to go ahead and pop in and do this one real quick. So anyway, I'm waiting on my younger sister to come. We're going to do our update, the Three Sisters update, um, uh, later this morning, and then I'm going to go back to the Jingle Ball. I did look at some of the shopping stuff. I haven't bought anything yet, um, but I have. I talked about how I bought a new laptop just at Thanksgiving. It was part of their Amazon's Black Friday specials that I bought the laptop, and I'm still kind of learning my way around it because I'm a Luddite and I've never used a laptop before. So I mean I've used one before. I've gotten on there and done things on laptops before, but not my own, and I don't have everything paired up with it. Um, like I don't have it hooked up to my pair it up with my printer. I'm sure I could print like with Bluetooth or something, I guess. Excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. Hold on one second. Sorry about that. Um, but anyway, so like I have a wireless mouse, but apparently I guess I need a dongle to plug into my laptop, or else I would need to buy a wired mouse or whatever. So I keep kind of reaching like as if there's going to be a mouse. I'm like, oh yeah, no, I have to use this little touchpad thing to scroll with, and it's a little hard for me. But and it's not a fancy laptop. It's just like a 14-inch screen. It is an HP though, so it's not like a some weird shady brand or whatever. But anyway, but like I said, I have not tried to pair it with my printer, which is it's also wireless. Um, like for instance, my sister uses her laptop with that printer and just sends the uh, sends to that printer from her laptop. And but I have a desktop that's hooked up to the printer, and so I'm gonna probably wait and do my shopping on the laptop on the desktop, um, and have it go directly to the printer that way. Though I did go last night or this morning, last night I guess, and made it, sort of looked around at each designer has their own little shopping room. Um, and so I did make a note, sort of go through and look at some of the, like, they each hall have a Jingle Ball exclusive. There's some free patterns. There's, things like that. So I sort of was looking down at each product and deciding which ones I want, which ones I already have. Um, and then my sister was talking about some that she bought, so we don't want to because we don't want to duplicate them, whatever. So yeah. So and our printer is kind of very low, almost out of ink. So we're waiting to get that to get some more ink. Um, but anyway, so yeah. So that's all I have. Very little really to talk about this today, and hopefully I'll have a little bit more to go over by next Saturday. Anyway, so that's all for now, and I will. And also, uh, one of my viewers said that she was going to the Jingle Ball, so I haven't seen her yet because there's like hundreds of people there, and there's we didn't arrange for a rendezvous or anything like that, but it's the Jingle Ball is so much fun. Just last night I was in one of the stitching rooms, the over 30 whips. Uh, stitching room, and there were several of us in there, just chatting and talking, and stitching away and stuff like that. And actually, one of the women in that group, I was talking about. One of the ones was talking about a pattern that she's working on. Um, it's a Halloween thing, but it's a tall ship. What is it called? Poltergeist Pirates. and I forget who the designer is, but she was talking about that, and so I was talking about how I have these ship patterns, and one of the ones I was talking about was the Christopher Columbus Nina Pinta and Santa Maria pattern, and it's a Stony Creek, and one of the other ladies in there had already stitched it, I guess, for her son or something like that, and so we were talking about that's a Stony Creek pattern. So anyway. So it was fun just talking with other fellow stitchers from the comfort of my own room, which is where I am now. Um, anyway, so I will see you all next week. I'll be back next week. And if you're at the Jingle Ball, I don't know where I'm going to be to say hi, but hopefully you're enjoying yourself if you're going to the Jingle Ball. And I will see you next time. All right, thanks. Bye.